Last weekend, I felt myself coming down with a bad cold, maybe even the flu, so I decided to try and head it off by hitting the sack early after drinking copious amounts of ginger ale and cranberry juice. I actually went to bed around 8:30 p.m. Laugh out loud, I hadn't been to bed that early since about grade 2. My wife decided to sleep on the living room sofa, as she was afraid I would keep her awake through being restless, and by snoring. Snoring? I don't snore. At least, I've never heard myself snore. But in any event, she didn't want to catch whatever I had, and I couldn't blame her for that. I just felt exhausted, totally washed out. All I wanted to do was sleep. I passed out shortly after the darkness took control. And I immediately began to have nightmares. Somewhere, someone was screaming, their heart-rending and horrendous shrieks intermingled with peals of maniacal laughter. Then I dreamt that someone or something had come into my room and stood at the side of my bed, looking down at me. It was the black silhouette of a man with glowing red eyes and wearing an old-fashioned fedora. He bent towards me, as if to get a better look at my sleeping form, and then he was gone. I woke up in the middle of the night, burning with fever. I also had to go to the bathroom. The bathroom was in the hallway, just outside the bedroom, and for some reason the lights were on. I wondered if my wife had left them on for me, or if she had taken ill herself. I walked down the hall to the living room and softly called, "Babe? Babe?" No answer, so I shut up. I didn't want to wake her. Instead, I went back to bed. I felt much better, almost human, as the morning light began streaming through my bedroom windows. I staggered up. First order of business, the bathroom. The lights were still on as I stepped inside and almost gagged. Blood. Blood. There was blood everywhere. Blood was smeared all over the walls as well as on the shower curtains. There was bloody reddish-brown water in the sink, in the tub, even in the toilet bowl. I ran into the living room crying, "Babe! Babe!" No answer. No answer. 'Cause there never would be any answer. The living room was a worse shambles, a worse bloody mess than the bathroom. There was blood on the walls and ceiling, blood soaking into the carpet, and blood soaking into the couch. Into the couch, where there was also what remained of my wife, the pieces of the woman who had formerly been my wife. But it was the garland of steaming intestines hanging over the fireplace that drove me reeling into the dining room. The note was on the dining room table, written in red liquid. Written in blood? It read, "Take 2 of these and drink plenty of fluid." And next to the note lay a pair of ears, my wife's ears, and a kitchen tumbler filled with human blood. My wife's blood! And that's when the screaming started. And here, in my safe space, my little rubber-walled room, I'm still screaming. The moral of the story: feeling a cold or the flu coming on? Get plenty of rest, drink plenty of fluids, and be damn sure to lock and bolt all your doors and windows. If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories featuring such cryptids as the Night Floaters, werewolves, and the Black-Eyed Children. So again, please consider subscribing. Please help me to reach my goal of 2,500 subs in 2022. Till midnight. Cheers. Pictures used in today's video, courtesy of Pix here. That's PX here. While the music was The Dread. The Dread, a musical fever dream by that patron of the internet, Kevin MacLeod.